Hey loves, so welcome back. I'm filming later on during the day, so my lighting is a little all over the place. So, yeah, we're just gonna work through it. It's gonna be okay, I hope. One of you requested, or a couple of you actually requested to see like a makeup brush review or ideas on what to get, what works, what have you. So I've spent about a week sort of looking at what I've owned in the past, what I own now, the brushes I love, what I use them for. So I'm going to talk you through some of my favorites. The ones that I don't own I'll still mention and talk about those guys, and then I'll show you demos with the ones that I own and maybe some close-ups too, and we'll go from there. If you have any other questions after this video, or if I talk about something that you don't get enough explanation on, please leave those questions down for me below and I will get back to you on them. I'm hoping there's enough light in here. Okay, anyways, we're gonna get started. So if you're looking to start sort of investing in some good brushes, and I honestly do totally recommend it, it makes such a huge difference on your makeup application, but it can get expensive. So I would start with some affordable kits, and then that's my first suggestion, to start with some affordable kits. I'll give you some ideas on where you can look for those kinds of ideas. And then I would honestly start with the face brushes first and then move on to eye makeup brushes, just because I've found that it makes a huge difference when you're sort of applying your face makeup with a brush versus your fingers, and a really beautiful base makeup is a really great place to start. So two kits that I would recommend are from Real Techniques. Real Techniques is a company started by Sam Chapman, who and now her sister Nick is with her. So they're from Pixie Woo, who you guys must have heard of, but I will definitely link their channel down below. They do amazing work. They're professional makeup artists, have been for a really long time, and so Sam understood the need for great brushes at an affordable price, and she made some. So those are the Real Techniques brushes. They're synthetic fibers, which means that unlike natural fiber hairs, which are like from goats or different animals, synthetic fibers are man-made. The difference between them, usually sort of natural fibers are supposed to be softer, but natural fibers absorb more product. So you do A, waste a little more product that gets absorbed in those brushes, and B, they are a little bit harder to clean because it's so much more has been absorbed into it. But with newer generation synthetic brushes, they rival natural hair brushes on how soft they are, and you waste less product and they're easier to clean. So all in all, I do try to tend to go towards synthetic brushes, especially for my face. On my eyes, I'm not using any really heavy cream products that I'm blending out, so if I have something a little softer, something more natural hair on in my eye for my eye brushes, then I'm okay with that. But for my face, I try to tend to stick towards synthetic. This video is going to take forever. Anyways. The first kit that I would recommend is her Travel Essential Kit. So it comes with 3 brushes. It comes with the Essential Foundation brush, the Multitask brush, and the Dome Shadow brush. So the Essential Foundation brush I don't have. I've actually given it away, but it's one of those very traditional foundation brush, so it looks almost like a sort of tapered paintbrush. It does give a decent enough coverage, but the problem is that the 2 other brushes that come in this kit are beautiful, but they only come in the kit. So even if you used that foundation brush a little or gifted it, I still think the $18 that the kit costs is worth it, even if you only use 2 of 3 brushes. I will list all the prices and where to get all of these products down below, just so that, yeah, you have that for easy reference. So the Multitask brush, which is this guy, is what I use for my highlighter. It's really beautiful, really nice and fluffy, gives a lightweight application, and I adore it. The Dome Shadow brush, which is this guy, you can use it definitely on your eye area for eye makeup. So it's a nice multitasker because what I use is concealer, and I find that it blends so beautifully. It's nice and dense and fluffy. It washes like a dream. So I wish they would sell that one on its own, but they don't. So if you buy the kit only for that brush, honestly, you're not wasting your money. It's a good investment. The second kit that you can get is the dual fiber collection. So it's dual fiber brushes, are sort of like this, but they're even finer at the top. So they have like the black bristles at the bottom and then the white bristles at the top, but they're less dense than these guys. And they're for anyone that loves a lightweight application. If you're not into sort of heavy makeup application, then that kit is for you. I tried all three brushes. I like them. I just, they were a little bit too lightweight for me, and I don't like to carry a huge amount of brushes any given time. So I did re-gift those, and the friend that I gave them to has been loving them. So it comes with 3 brushes. You have a face brush, which is just a big brush, a little bit bigger than this, that you can use for powder all over your face, or what have you. And then there's a contour brush, which is a little bit smaller. You can again see them online. Contour brush, which works great for like a lightweight contour, even as a blush brush, or a highlighter brush is really pretty. And then the third one is a dual fiber eye brush. So it's like it's similar in shape to this guy, like it's this kind of pointy, but again, it's the dual fiber. So in that crease area, or even as an all over lid color, just a nice lightweight application and a great kit. For that one's $20. Again, I'll put where to get and all that good stuff down below. Okay, I got 4 more Real Techniques brushes that I love. My setting brush. What do they call it? Yeah, they do call it a setting brush. It's this little tiny guy right here. I use it for setting my under eye concealer. On days when I'm lazy, I actually will also take this and run it all over my face with my other powder. It takes a little longer than if I would just take a powder brush because it's small, but on days that I don't feel like dirtying more than one brush, it works for that purpose. So, you know, you can use it like that. That one's $8. The blush brush, also by Real Techniques, is this guy. Some people think it's too big for blush and they use it powder brush. I quite like it for blush application. It is only $9. Again, nice and fluffy and soft, and because it's synthetic, washes out all those bright blushes that I like to wear very effectively. What else do we have? The powder brush, which is just a very traditional giant fluffy powder brush from Real Techniques, which is $10. These ones that I've showed you that I've talked about individually, so the blush brush, the powder brush, and the setting brush are all ones you can buy on their own. I can't remember if they come in kits. I don't think so. This one might come in like one of the really big kits, but you can also buy it on its own, and I've found that that's the best way to buy it because the bigger kit just doesn't have as many brushes that I find to be essentials. Blush powder brush, which is really lovely to have just to set your overall makeup with powder. It's nice and affordable, and the Real Techniques brushes are amazing because they really do not shed, which is at this price point is just beautiful. It's everything you could ask for. The last one that I have is my Expert Face, $9. Yeah, just if you want to buy one brush, it will change the way you apply makeup. I guarantee you. Your face will look so much just smoother and more airbrushed, and I enjoy applying my foundation with it so much. I'll even apply tinted moisturizer with it. It's nice and dense, but not harsh on the skin. It's a beautiful brush, and for $9, like, it's just an amazing, amazing price point. You cannot go wrong. Those are my Real Techniques brushes that I love, and I find that they're an affordable option. Definitely not sort of dirt cheap, right? But they're an affordable option that's super high quality, doesn't shed, synthetic fibers, washes beautifully, gives you great results. All in all, an amazing line. I would definitely recommend checking them out. I know Ulta carries them for sure. There are a couple different stores. I think it's not Shoppers Drug Mart, like Rexall Drug or something here in Canada. Go to the website that I'll link down below, like the Real Techniques website. It's not an affiliate or anything, it's just her website, and she lists everywhere that you can go find them. Okay, I talked really fast. Again, any questions, leave them for me. Let's talk about some MAC brushes, because that's really where most of my collection comes from. The high end is MAC for the most part, and then the more affordable is Real Techniques. MAC brushes. Do you guys know what the first brush I'm going to talk about is? Can you guess? Can you? My beautiful, beautiful 217. Nothing blends eye makeup like this brush. If you want to buy one MAC brush, this is the guy. If you buy one, or if you have the same love affair with it as I do, please let me know down below, because there's something about this brush that is just phenomenal. It's amazing. I mean, you could probably do all your different looks, even sort of outer corner, like you could probably do everything with it. So if you want to invest in one good MAC brush, that's the one that I would recommend hands down. It is $28.50, so it is a little bit pricier. Definitely we're dealing into MAC now, and so that's the different price point you get into. But on a lovely, lovely brush, I haven't found that they shed at all. They clean very well, both spot cleaning and sort of a deep cleaning, and it's just a beautiful, you've seen me use it all the time. It's an amazing brush. What else should I show you? My 239, which is this guy. Just a little, like a smaller tapered guy that I use in my outer corner. I really like it. I like the precision it gives me a little bit more, so when I want to get fancy, I can use it. I also like that it packs on the color really well. So sometimes I'll just go in, if I have something with a high shimmer or really intense color, I'll take this and pack it on with this guy and then blend it out with my 211. I find that it really just helps pack that color in and not give me as much fallout. So another lovely brush. This guy is actually $30. But yeah, again, all available at MAC Cosmetics, and I'll put that actual link down below for you guys too. What else do we have? I really think that a nice sort of fluffy blending brush is useful. So the one I have is by Bobbi Brown. It's just their eye blender brush, $38 at Sephora. The 224 by MAC is similar. Sigma also, I've heard, makes great brushes. I haven't tried any of the Sigma brushes just because shipping is ridiculous to get them here. But if you guys have tried any sort of alternatives to MAC brushes and Sigma that you really like, leave those down below, help each other out, or give me ideas. I'm planning to hopefully buy some next Black Friday when they have their free international shipping day. I might crack and buy it before then, but that's sort of the list that I'm building is for then. But yeah, a nice big fluffy brush like this helps put some color in the crease, but like in a diffused sort of way, so it's not too intense or too harsh. It's a beautiful addition to your collection. Just lets you sort of get creative with your eye makeup in a way that's not too intense. You can also use that dual fiber eye brush from the Real Techniques kit. Will give you the same kind of effect. So if you pick up that kit, you can use that brush in that way. What else do we have? MAC. Two more MAC brushes. The 167, which is the face blender, which is $42. It's this guy, and you've probably seen me use it a bunch. I use it all over my face to blend everything in. And this guy does shed a little bit, which is a little frustrating. I think it's because, it might be because it's a special edition version. If they still make a like the normal version, or if you have the normal version, I don't think it sheds as much. I don't find that it sheds on my face, which is what's annoying about brushes that shed, is if they're shedding on your face, you don't want to spend all that time doing your face makeup and then picking hairs off your face, right? It sounded weird. Anyways, so it doesn't shed on my face, but it sheds a little bit when I'm cleaning it. So to sort of circumvent that, I went and picked up, or because I was looking at some alternatives, I went and I picked up a Makeup Forever brush in 124. It's just this guy, and he's just so soft and fluffy. It's a completely different feel than this guy. This guy's a lot, the hairs are not as soft and it's not as dense. Oh, the lighting. This guy is $60 though, whereas this one's only $42. Only $42. So this is a definitely huge splurge. It is a beautiful product, but it's not a must-have. So I felt hesitant about mentioning it, but if you feel like splurging and you want something sort of nice and luxurious to blend out your face makeup, which again is not an essential kit, it's sort of like a more, if you want to get not fancy, I don't know, just if you want something fun and different. I really like that guy, the Makeup Forever one. Again, I'll leave the Sephora website link to it down below. I don't know what's happening in this video. I feel like I'm very stressed out. It's this lighting. It's driving me crazy. Anyways, we're almost there. 168 by MAC. which is this guy. I use this as my contour brush because I don't do a very dramatic contour. I just do something light, and again, that video will be coming up. But this guy is great. How much is this guy? 42. This guy I like because you can use it as a contour, which is the way I use it. But then you can also take the same brush, use it to tap on your highlighter, and then use it as a blush brush all at the same time. So it's a 3-in-1. It does have the white hair to it, so it does stain a little bit. Like if I'm just spot cleaning it throughout the week, I do find that it stains a little bit, but once I go in with some deep cleaning on the weekend, that color is just back to white. It does splay a little bit, but like it doesn't hold its form, which because I'm OCD bugs me a little bit, but it doesn't affect the way you use it. This lighting is throwing me for a loop. I'm sorry, guys. One more brush. You need a nice little crease brush, and the only one I found that I really like because it's soft enough is my Burberry crease brush. MAC does one, but I find it to be too stiff to sit in your crease. So that's again for if you really want to intensify that color. I think for just someone who is not doing a lot of crazy different looks, a nice big fluffy blending brush will do you right. It'll be all you need. But if you want to get a little fancier and if you want something that'll give you a little bit more versatility, a nice crease brush like the Burberry one, or if you know any others, just something nice and fluffy that's gonna sit like a pencil brush almost. You guys have seen my Burberry brush. It's this guy. That's just gonna sit in that area really nice and tight. Will be good. Okay, what else did I want to mention? I'm just looking at my list. Oh, the last one that I wanted to give like an honorable mention to is the Marc Jacobs Face 2 brush. I have a full review coming on this guy next week. I just wanted to play with it, and I will compare it to my Expert Face brush. It's a beautiful brush. It is $58 Canadian, 48 in the US, I think. So it is pricier. Is it better than the Expert Face brush? The short answer is no. But if you wanted to try something from that line, or you wanted to splurge, I've really been enjoying using that guy. And again, full review will be up next week. That was a long video. Okay. Those are my brush recommendations. That's what I love to use. I wanted to insert a couple sort of demos so you see how they look. If you have any more questions or want any more in-depth reviews or thoughts or what have you on any of these, let me know down below. Good God, this lighting. Anyways, let me leave you with 3 points of positivity. And why are you flashing at me, camera? Yeah, I don't know. This camera's driving me crazy. Anyways, 3 points of positivity. So the first is a new book I started, which was another one of your recommendations. This is called This Is How You Lose Her by Junot Diaz. He actually was part of the 3 books that we read when we went in as freshmen to university. We had a program at our school where they gave us 3 books and you had to read them before you started, and then there was like a round panel discussion sort of that first couple days of orientation, and it was just a way for us to have events sort of in the dorms to break the ice. So I'd read his initial book at that point, and I really liked it, and I've been enjoying this guy too, so thank you. I didn't even know he had a new book, so thank you guys for that recommendation. It's been really lovely and I've really enjoyed reading it. The second thing making me happy today is some baked goods from a family friend. I am the worst chef and baker known to mankind, so when someone we know and love who is an amazing cook and baker sends stuff over, I am eternally grateful, and so I've been munching on those guys and it's been making me happy. And then the third point of positivity for the day is the fact that even though it has been freezing all week, the weather has finally turned around and we are above 0. And it's just, even though it's warm outside, I don't know what's happening with the sun. So I'm taking the positive out of it, enjoying the sunshine and the warmth. What are you guys smiling about or making? What's making you smile? What's making you happy? Can you speak today? Because I cannot. Anyways, sending you tons of love. Thank you guys for stopping by. And I just want to leave you by reminding you, oh, this is my Nikki 2 with my magenta lip liner, which I told you my MAC collection, I'd show you how it looks. So this is how that lipstick with the liner looks. Anyways, it's a beautiful lipstick, and it is here to remind you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys.